Woo! Welcome to the Unconventional Man podcast. I'm Nathaniel.
I'm Oscar,
Joyce.
and this is our show.
Yeah. What are we doing to start off?
So I had an open-ended question. Okay. What's one thing that you guys have noticed that as you get older has changed, or you felt is like a change in you, or something that affects you differently as you've gotten older? So I'll say mine first, and I came up with it. I'll give you guys my example, or what I feel, or what I've noticed to change with me. So when I was younger, like 20s or whatever, I would watch movie scenes and certain, scenes that were supposed to be really touching, and a lot of other people would cry in them. And I'd be like, "Oh, that's a cool scene," but it wouldn't like affect me emotionally.
Like you wouldn't cry.
Yeah, I wouldn't tear up or anything like that. Yeah, I don't cry. My eyes get watery. I don't cry.
Oh, my bad.
It's already unconventional enough.
And
It's 2024 now, though, man.
it's okay, right? I can cry now.
Yeah.
I'm like that cop from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. He's like, "Tears coming down. Get back in there." So no, but so I'd watch these scenes when I was younger, and they wouldn't affect me so much. And then now as I've gotten older, like these scenes affect me more. A couple of scenes that I thought of that come to mind is like a scene from Harry Potter where Robert Pattinson's character, what's his name?
When he dies.
Yeah, when he dies. Like I had seen that before I had a kid, and then I watched it after I had a kid, and like I could sympathize with the emotion of the dad, like losing his son and yelling out like "my boy," like yeah. So that like,
oh, you mean after the games, right?
Yeah.
The Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I didn't know who you were talking about until now.
Oh, yeah.
I think his name for some reason right now. I just saw it. I just actually went on a little Harry Potter binge, starting Harry Potter Day. I started watching them all over again because the kids had never seen them.
Oh, okay.
So we were watching them. I don't remember his name though right now. Took my time.
I get what you mean though.
Yeah, so like that's one scene. Other types of scenes that gets me are like when there's a scene where there's like one guy, like the lead character. He's usually the lead character. He's like leading the charge, and he's all by himself. He's like doesn't think he's gonna have any backup. He thinks he's just gonna end up by himself, and then his team ends up showing up and backing him up, and like or like they all band together. And I guess because like, and I've been thinking about it a lot, like over the last couple months. It's like, why does that bother me? Like, not bother me, but it affects me more now than it used to. I think it's because I can relate to that feeling of being alone, and then that sense of relief of having like someone there to support you. And I mean, in my case, it's like my wife and my family here, or my parents. But oftentimes, a lot of times, like, especially in my professional career, I'm it. Like, I don't really have much of a support system at work. Like, I am the support system. So, like, here at home, it's like a little different because I do have a support system here, and then with my parents still, even though, obviously don't live in this household, but, I know I can still reach out to them if I need something. So that's something that has changed dramatically from when I was younger, where I felt like more, I guess, invincible. To as I'm getting older, I've certain things are more or impact me a little more.
Yeah, maturity, right? Really?
Oh, is that what that is? Yeah. I was wondering what that is.
Yeah,
emotional maturity.
Exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. For me, it would be the way I see my mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
That
changed a lot.
I can relate to that one.
I you don't really realize until you get older and you start to see how much work she actually put in.
Yeah.
It was a lot. It was all by herself.
Yeah, especially single moms.
Yeah.
I understand that part. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
She drove us all the way from Texas back to California to get us home.
Wow.
I imagine the stuff she went through, the stuff the stuff she wanted to talk about, she couldn't talk about because she didn't have anyone to talk to.
Mm-hmm. Right. Like, who was she gonna tell you? Her poor kids that they're too little.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that now too. Like, I think back, and like I realize how my mom had to hold a lot. You know, when her and my dad split, and seeing how it broke my sister. Because my parents were good. Like, they never fought in front of us or anything like that. And then we're just like,
So
what's going on?
as far as you guys knew, like everything was
Like,
cool.
everything was good, and then all of a sudden they're splitting, and it's like,
Damn.
what? Like,
That's
yeah,
good,
it was crazy. And I think back now, and I'm like, man, this woman held a lot in, and to show, because now she did the same thing with my sister, giving her, you know, luckily she was able to give her that advice. I feel like, I don't know if my grandma gave her advice on that part, because my grandpa was there, but there was times when it was just my grandma.
Yeah.
And then, you know, but you know, my mom tries to give my sister that advice too, and you know, saying like, you don't do this in front of your kids. You don't want them to know that they don't need to.
Right.
And I'm like, man, you crazy.
You know, that's funny. That's one thing I remember telling Andrea, like before and just after William was born, was like, don't cry in front of William. Like that was my big thing. Like, because I remember back when I was a kid, like the one thing that kind of shook me when I was a kid, and I mean like a young, like a kid, like, you know, 8 to 12 years old, or whatever, was seeing my dad or my uncles cry. These men, these manly men, cry, and it was fine that they were crying, because it was, when I saw it, it was at my grandma's funeral, and obviously my uncles were gonna cry. You know, everyone was crying. Yeah, you know, it's a loss.
Yeah.
But it was the first time I had seen them show that level of emotion, because then, and you know, 99% of the interaction is like, you know, joyful or angry or whatever it is, but it's not, you know, crying.
That side, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What about you, Joyce? You have anything that you feel is like changed over the years?
I agree with you. With you guys, definitely. I do see that. And of all people, I wouldn't have thought I would. I'm not gonna lie. The trigger is not there. But I'm not gonna be able to hang anymore. That's the only thing I really like. I remember going out every day, partying every day.
Oh, hell yeah.
Drinking, and then, you know,
You
power nap, get up, go to work, even if I got a nap, and
Yeah.
then do the same thing the next day.
Yeah.
That must have been old when I was young, because none of that was appealing.
Yeah, like I see the difference in that, where I'm like, I don't want to go. I want to lay in my bed,
Yeah.
Yeah.
watch some movies or play video games.
Exactly, yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
Friends want me to come over and have a drink and smoke over at their house. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Click, click.
I'm surprised you guys are here.
Hey, we planned it. That's why.
Yeah.
We're ready for this one.
Oh, plus it's on the weekend. Not that anything much to do tomorrow.
Yeah, and I guess it just happens to work out with all of our schedules for Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's good. But
You know, if I could go back and, you know, remind my mom how much I loved her back when, because it seemed like, you know, I felt bad sometimes thinking about some of the stuff I did as a kid.
yeah.
Like, there was this one day she was super sick, and she was by herself. She's like, she just wanted to sleep, you know. And we're like, Mom, I want some money so I can go to the store and get whatever I want, you know,
Yeah.
bullshit kid stuff.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, just, you know, sweep up the room or whatever, and I'll give you some money, but I need to go to sleep. And as soon as I was done, I went and woke her up. I'm like, it's done. Can I have my money now? She's just like,
Yeah.
and then I'm like thinking back, like I should just let her rest. Now I feel bad.
Yeah.
Now you know what it's like when you're like, just
Yeah.
give me 5 minutes, guys.
Got my own kids doing that to me now.
I know.
Like the
It's like,
payback, and you realize what you did to your poor parents.
Some of these core memories are real relatable right now.
You have to do it. I know sometimes we will tell them that too, because I grew up with my 2 other guy cousins. Like, we were always together because it's my mom's sister. They're close too, and we're all literally year apart. Like, we're all back to back, and we were always together. And I'm like, there'd be times too where like it would just be my mom or it would just be my aunt, and they're watching all 4 of us. I'm like, you guys do it. We're like handful. It's not like we were running around. And like they liked it. They liked it that we ran around going crazy and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh, you need a break. Can you guys go over there?
It's pretty nice. No, looking forward though to the future. You know, eventually they're gonna leave the nest. I could see myself being sad and kind of bored.
Yeah.
You know, now that they're gone. So now I'm like, when that happens, I could see why my mom was looking forward to grandkids.
Yeah.
She you know, I could see myself wanting to be able to do something like that again, being kind of a parent, you know, parental figure,
Yeah.
so to speak. And then, you know, at least I don't have to, you know, I don't have to do too much of the big stuff anymore.
Right, because it's like you know, you can watch it for a little bit, enjoy them, and then give them back at the end.
Exactly.
You don't gotta do the night shift.
Yeah.
Not usually.
I don't have to do any of the big conversations. Though.
Oh, that too.
You know,
Yeah.
like the core raising of the child is mostly the parents, unless
Right.
I'm somehow involved in some way.
Right.
You know, I just get to do all the fun stuff: go fishing, teach them how to do this,
Yeah.
show them how to set up an Active Directory.
Oh, you know what? You just reminded me of something. Completely, like, totally different subject. Right? When you said set up a directory, there was a study I read, like, I don't know, months ago, where they found that a lot of people fresh out of school, new hires, did not know how to set up folder structures.
Really?
Yeah,
That
because
really
everything's on the cloud.
Yeah.
And so that was like a big thing. Well, it was one industry specific. I can't remember what industry now.
But
A while back. You
that
just
makes
reminded me of
sense because something similar. A lot of kids don't even know how to point and click anymore.
it. Oh yeah,
They just know how to tap. That's
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
I
I heard.
touchscreen.
Yeah, and then I heard like getting more rudimentary, that they don't teach cursive in school anymore.
They're supposed
Is
to
that
bring
right?
it back though.
That's.
I hope so.
I didn't learn cursive in school.
No.
So apparently
Huh.
it's been like that, like where it was cursive, take it away, and it depends on the schools. Because my sister's kids actually did learn it, but Lorraine's kids didn't, or not. But supposedly they do want to bring it back. Which I'm like, yeah, you know, you're telling these kids sign here,
They don't know
and
how
you're
to
trying
sign.
to explain how to, you know, do a signature, and they're like, how do you do that? Because then we'll show them like, well, you can't copy mine, but you know, let me show you what mine looks like.
Right.
And they're like, what? And we're like, yeah. And yeah, so I'm like, these poor kids, like, they need to bring it back. How are they going to make a signature? I'm like, just scribble?
Yeah.
Some people's signatures
Yeah,
are.
I'm like, they really are.
it's
I'm
just
like, just scribble?
Literally signature. I'm
know?
like, how?
I'm like, no, you're gonna know
Make-
who signed this motherfucker.
Make
Exactly.
it whatever
That's my
You
name.
won't be able to read it, but you'll know it's me.
Right?
You guys want another one?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Can I have the one in the door, the dark one? I do like the dark ones.
Something about dark with you.
Yeah, was it in the door on the top? Yeah, that one was the cold one. I pulled it out
What
of the
is that
freezer
one?
earlier. What happened?
What is it?
Oh, it's a organic chocolate stout.
Oh.
And it's
All
only
right.
5%.
For our viewers, just so you guys know, we just finished a can of this, which is I'm gonna put it here, Voodoo Ranger Tropical Forest. Not bad. It's pretty good. I don't like IPAs, but that's good.
That is it.
That
I don't-
actually
I
was
don't-
not much like an IPA.
Yeah, no,
Legit.
it wasn't. And it's
light.
9.5%, so it'll get the
really
job done
A really
quickly.
smooth 9.5.
Mhm.
There you go, sir. Bottle up.
Nice. Oh, this one's also 9.5.
Really? No way.
That's a little dangerous.
Oh, it's a peach one.
Yeah, so this is the next flavor. It was a variety pack.
Stout.
Oh, if I knew that, I would have stuck in the...
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. I'll just catch up to you later.
All right, pour it so I can sniff it.
I'm sorry. Pour and sniff. Oh, and I already put in the request for another.
One more? Oh.
Yeah, one more like that, but it's not gonna. It's Yeti. They changed it. They don't carry Stanley anymore. They carry Yeti.
Yeti, wow. A Yeti's better.
I disagree. We'll have to agree to disagree on that, Joyce.
Well, at least we know that, you know, they work in fire.
They were Wait, what? They work in fire?
You didn't see the one that went viral?
No.
That's why they probably went away from Stanley, because Stanley went up. Because this car caught fire and the Stanley cup was fine.
I didn't see that one.
No?
No, that's
Really?
cool. That's
You
funny.
gotta look it up. Like, literally, they had
on
a
what?
picture. I'm pretty sure
Here,
I saw
look
it.
it up.
It was like on all,
Oh,
all the
right,
social
sorry.
medias.
It's you, dude. Look
Oh,
at that.
yeah.
It was like on all the social medias, like they were
Uh,
showing like Stanley Cup, I don't know, car fire.
We're getting it together, folks.
Look
Don't worry.
at some trending news, you know.
Get used to
I
it.
love my Stanley Cup. People swear by these things, and apparently they can even survive a fire. Take a look.
Everybody's so concerned about if the stand
Yeah, that's what's
Wow.
up. Even the plastic handle.
Makes it sit better than
fire
He
yesterday.
It still has ice in it.
Yeah, she said it still had ice.
Oh, dude, that's
No.
badass.
So I have the perfect
Well,
fix
and she was
for
fine
our
too, but-
vehicle safety problem. Make the car out of Stanley's.
There you go. I hope the Cybertruck's made out of Stanley steel. Stanley.
What was the recall number again?
All of them? All of them?
Yeah.
I know I saw one and I was like, is that supposed to be out? I'm gonna recall. Oh yeah, I sniff it.
You should try it.
Stanley stainless steel. Yeah, there you go.
Smells
That's what I'm
good.
trying to say.
It smells really good.
This isn't bad. Either.
This isn't bad. I haven't tried that yet. All right, what were we talking? Oh yeah, Stanley Cup.
Okay. So time in. Back to the Stanley Cup.
Is it that timeout?
Yeah.
You should just upload two versions: the edited and unedited.
The bloopers.
The BTS
The
one. Bloopers. Oh, that's good. I'll add that as blooper at the end.
That's good. Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
How long does it take to edit one of these videos?
Ours not long. It's like, like I said, the last video I mostly left it. I took out like 2 dead space parts where we're like looking at something or thinking.
Okay.
But other than that, I just left it, and it actually flowed pretty good. It was just those 2 parts. I think there's one other part I could have taken out. So, I don't know.
Like if you had to move one slice from one part to the other part, how long would that take?
Like 30 seconds.
Really, that fast?
Yeah, you just
for a
cut-
4K video?
Well,
I've never
yeah.
done it before.
Yeah. So editing is rather quick, especially with this type of video.
It's the transcoding that
It's
takes.
transcoding, yeah. So like the transcoding took an hour and 46 minutes to export it.
The question is the transcoding using the graphics card or the CPU?
Yes. No, so I use DaVinci Resolve. They have a free version and a paid version. The free version gives you 90% of what you need.
Oh, okay.
Like cutting, a lot of effects, a lot of text, a lot of titles, a lot of
And
The
10% 's
audio-
the graphics card encoding.
yes.
Dang, they locked the best part.
Yeah. So I have a nice 3080 RTX 3080 in my machine, but I can't use it to export anyway.
How much is the Pro?
80?
$300
Yearly?
lifetime subscription. Totally worth it.
That's not bad.
Totally worth it. And then you can have the free version on all your other machines. You can like edit, cut, and do like if you're on the go. And then if there's no rush, you can just like I'm sure you can install it on more than one machine. They usually do. So, but yeah, it's like just like cut, move, and then that part just takes like 30 seconds.
Okay.
So, but it's like if I'm going through the whole video, it's like it's kind of time consuming because the last video was like an hour. So gotta watch through it, take out the dead areas and stuff, and but it didn't even take me that long because I didn't really do that much. I didn't like go through the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I looked for dead areas because you can see the sound wave. And you can totally see when there's silence because it's just a line.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it makes it really easy. That's what I usually scan for first is the dead areas. And I'll jump to those, cut those out, and then just go back and like fine tune it.
Okay, it's a lot easier than I thought.
Yeah, and then you can like mass add audio adjustments. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, video editing. We're talking about video editing. Cut, move, pretty quick. But yeah, it did take an hour and 46 minutes to export the last podcast.
Just to export it? To encode it?
Yeah. And then it took me. I think I texted you. I started uploading to YouTube at 8 a.m. And then it finished.
That took
I
a long
think
time.
at 4 or 5, 3. No, like 3 or 4. So yeah, it did take me a while to upload. But my upload speed's 11 megabits per second.
Spectrum.
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
I
So-
don't like it, but that's all I can have.
Same here. AT&T is literally 2 blocks away from me, man.
So I can get like at my mom's. I got Frontier.
Frontier
I
doesn't
switched
give
it because I didn't like Spectrum, and since I was paying it for it, I switched it to Frontier. And then here, I wanted Frontier. I was like, no, I want Frontier. I know I could actually play on my PlayStation. Before I couldn't, and they have it, but they only have. Oh, it's not strong. Like they even said themselves, it's not good. They're like the Spectrum is the only one that works good where I live.
Really?
I don't know if it's because it's the park or whatever. Because like right there,
Oh,
and the
okay.
signal is kind of horrible. So I had to go Spectrum, and then I'm like, but I have cameras. I got gaming. You know, we're all gaming. You know, I'm like, I need it to work, so I had to go. I got the expensive one,
Yeah. The gigabit?
of the highest one they have.
Yeah, it works pretty good. The download's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm actually. It's not bad. Like I can play. I'll be on my PC, and then like the last time I took my nephew's PC to my house, he was on his PC, I was on mine, and the other three kids were on their switches, and then they were watching TV. Like everything was going,
No
but and then
problem.
our cameras. So
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I think as long as most of it really is download.
Yeah.
It's just like if you're doing large uploads, like 34 gigabyte file, yeah, it's gonna take a while.
I want to get my Plex library started, and I can't stream
I
it from
know.
home on a 35 megabit.
You have 35 megabits up?
Yeah.
That's not bad. I got 11.
Do you want to give me the USB and I'll upload it? I'll do it for you, man. Actually, I'll tell you later. I probably shouldn't say it on
That's true.
public
Public,
podcast.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, but
That's a later conversation.
We do not condone any
no,
nefarious
that's,
activity.
illegal activities. It's not
Mm-mm.
legal though.
That's true, but still no.
No, yeah. I don't know why you guys made me think of this right now. So I took my brother-in-law to get a haircut earlier today, and while he was getting a haircut, I went for a walk around the block of where the barbershop's at. And I was walking up, and I was so tempted to take it, but there was a house that threw out a bunch of junk, and the junk was like this giant roof antenna. You remember the old roof antennas that look like arrows?
Yeah.
They
Who
threw
has
one of those
that?
out. I was like, oh, I
What'd
don't
you
know why I
with it?
wanted that. Huh?
Why would you do it with that?
Put it up.
Put it up.
Oh, because I have the patio TV is
Oh, so
Just has an
you
antenna.
would just use it for actual.
yeah, I would just use it because that's a big ass antenna.
Yeah.
But I was looking at it, I was like, where's the cable? They had no cable connected to it. I was like, I have no idea what.
How that would work.
I guess just slap it
Pretty
on
sure
the metal.
just like everyone does, you YouTube it and
Yeah,
it
there
tells
you
you how
go.
to do it.
And if there's no YouTube video, then I figure it out and make a YouTube video.
Exactly. And if there is, you still could do one though.
Yeah.
I'm like, I figured it out. Let me show you what I did.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's funny you say that because I don't know if I mentioned to you guys that I got into like buying and reselling used cameras.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, I told you.
because we were talking about that.
Yeah, so I started like buying used cameras off Facebook and then reselling them on eBay.
Huh.
And I have made a little bit of profit. But one of the ones I got, it was a Sony A5000.
I should give you mine to sell.
What kind of camera is it?
It's the ones that you have to go in the dark room and.
A film camera.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really popular now.
Mm-hmm. I love the class. I took the class and I
Oh,
loved
okay.
it, but I don't use it. So
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
sitting there and I'm
Yeah.
like, it's a really nice one.
For it, I imagine.
I don't use it. I'm like, I don't have a dark room to be going in
Yeah,
there and
yeah,
doing
that's
it
right.
myself.
Need
Yeah, it was
space.
really fun. I love the experience. Like I always tell the kids, try different things.
Yeah.
You never know what you're.
Yeah,
I made
that's
friends.
true.
I made friends with like 3 girls in that class, and then like we still follow each other here and there too. And it was like it was
3
cool.
girls, you say? I'm just.
My
I'm kidding.
friends
I'm
with a lot of
kidding.
girls, and it means nothing.
Yeah, good point. No, so yeah, so I was like, there was this camera had broken flash, so I did a YouTube thing, looked up #1 ranked video, terrible shitty ass video, like bad lighting, like he had a headlamp on and he was lighting it to get good light, but it was like blown out and you couldn't see anything. And then he would like move off, and then you could see like a little bit. I'm like, oh, okay. And so it was yeah, just like bad video.
How frustrating.
Yeah,
You're so close yet so far.
right, exactly. And probably could have gotten to the second video, would have been better. But I was like, I'm already watching this video.
when you do that, when you're like, I'll just keep watching it.
I just keep
like
watching.
something in it is just like, oh my god.
And it was this guy in like Thailand or Philippines, some tropical climate. He got the camera from his brother-in-law. Is like the story. Anyways, so I was like, you know what? I'll just make a video of that. And because like I use that to fix. So long story short, I used that video to fix the camera, replace the flash. I recorded me replacing the flash. Now I have footage, and actually I have to make a video and upload it. But I plan on doing that. So to your point, yes, doing that too.
Okay, you can do that too.
How much would the camera go for, you think?
It's a.
That one, which one?
You said they're pretty popular right now.
What depends on which camera, which film camera. I
Yeah,
guess.
more than one.
No, it's just one. It was a good camera. Apparently, people do like it.
Yeah.
And I even have an extra little lens like thing, so if it does break.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Andrew's mom has like an old Canon film camera in a box in the garage. I saw it last time we were redoing the whole garage, reorganizing it. I was like, oh, that's cool. And I think you could take out the lens. I was thinking, oh, I could probably put that lens on my modern camera and it'd give it like a vintage look or something, but I haven't gone back into the bin.
Oh man, now I want to know.
Like I like my camera, and like sometimes I'm like, I don't want to get rid of it. It's really nice, and it to me looks vintage, and I like how that camera looks. At the same time, I'm like, it's a good camera, and it's a good beginner's camera, is what they said, and that's why I had got it, because even like our professor is selling like different ones to try to go toward, and I have found that one also used, and I got it off of them, so I can use it the same way. So I'm like, it's a nice, good, college person camera to start their way with it.
Yeah.
I guess cool.
Do you know if it's like a Canon, Nikon?
I think it's Nikon.
Okay.
For sure it's not Canon.
So it just uses a roll of film?
The old ones. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but like it rolls up and then you can just, because there's places you can just send it to them and they'll develop it for you.
So to open it though, you have to be in a dark room.
Oh, really?
So like so the one I had, when I would take my pictures, I have to adjust myself to the lighting. Like you adjust it yourself for it to work. And then I would go to school, and to open it and to get it ready, I had to be in the like pitch black. So we had a few little rooms that you could go in, and we would have to like have everything ready before we turned off the light and opened it. So we had the camera ready, the other stuff we needed to put it in, and then we would turn off the light, open it, get it in, take it to another room so it can kind of get ready. Like, and then you take it to another room where there's a light, and you can get it to. So the way it works is, it's dark, but it was like a red light where you're at. So I don't know if you see it in pictures. You kind of see a red light, and you kind of see them put it in water. So like for us, we would put it on. To me, it reminds me of like a projector. But like the old school projectors that you remember how like they would face it towards the wall and they could write. Like, you know how it's go back in the
for
day?
those
Like,
specifically
Overhead projector.
Is that what they were called?
Overhead projector. Look it up. Google it. I'm like 99% sure that's what it was. Overhead,
like,
one word.
Yeah, I know. I'm pressing backspace, but your keyboard's unfamiliar. All right.
Don't blame the tool.
Yeah.
Told you.
Overhead projectors, right? So like to me, it kind of looks like that.
Show our audience what the hell we're talking about, because
no one sees what we're
guarantee
doing.
you, like half the people don't know what an overhead projector is.
That is true. That is
That's
true.
fair enough.
So like it reminded me of something like that, and then you put like a film paper, like that what pictures print out of.
Yeah.
You put it on there, and you're kind of gonna have to, and you're kind of getting the picture onto it.
Yeah.
Like that's literally how you do it. Like because what you do is you get it ready, you adjust it, you turn the light on quick, and turn it off. So it kind of like burns it onto it. Then you go to the water and kind of get it. So that's how it kind of works. So it's pretty cool. Really fun. Like to try that. It's a good experience.
Never mind. You're hitting me.
Yeah. So that's how I'm like, it's a good camera. But I can't just be like, let me open it in here, send the film to someone to print it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, okay.
Because you have to be in the dark to get it open.
Oh, that's.
Or else you open it, the film is done.
So go in the back.
Oh, that's
turn off the
interesting.
light.
Because like the old film cameras, like you'd spin the whole roll and then you'd wind it back up and then you could pop it open, take it out, and like send it. But
yeah,
it's not that. Got it.
It's older than that.
Really? Okay.
So quick intermission here. We have now tried Voodoo Ranger Peach Force, as I mentioned earlier. we got I got the Voodoo Ranger variety pack, and we've had the Voodoo Ranger Tropic Force, this one, and then we just tried the Peach Force. Both pretty good. They're both 9.5%, very strong. They are not sponsoring this video.
No,
We're just trying beers.
Just enjoying it.
And this, Nathan brought this Samuel Smith's organic chocolate stout.
Really good. Really good.
I'm sorry, but you bring the racism out in me, Nathan.
Oh yeah.
Leave it to the white guy to bring some organic shit. You know. I was just kidding.
I saw chocolate and I was stout and I was like, hell yeah.
It's a organic chocolate stout,
That one's 5%.
and it's
So,
5%.
that's 5%. But it has really good taste. To me,
Yeah,
I
it's good.
taste the chocolate.
It's really good.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
can
taste
smell
it and smooth.
Yeah.
I like it. It was good. Because that's where I get a little bit more. Because for me, when I'm drinking beer, like I said, I can't really drink dark beers because dark beers tend to be heavier,
Yeah.
and the heavy is what I don't like. And
Yeah,
that one to
yeah.
me wasn't heavy.
No.
No,
That was
that's
good.
not like
that
the
one
others.
was good.
It's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm starting to feel these 9.5% beers. I don't know about you, Joyce.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I went with the 5 then.
He went smaller, of course.
It just means I can drink more.
Hey, just because he's white doesn't mean smaller. Come on.
Oh, earlier you didn't hear what he
That's-
said.
You know,
No, no.
And he said it. I
was in
didn't
the
say
garage.
it.
I was in the garage. What did you say?
what did I say?
What did you say? I don't know. Something about like, oh, of course it's small. It's white. Oh, because of the keyboard.
Yeah, that's right.
No, so that wasn't me.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So, yeah.
We went totally off topic from what we were originally talking about.
Yeah, we did.
I love that. I like it.
Yeah.
That's one. And we watched our first podcast, and that's one thing I liked about it. We just like kind of jumped
Just kept
topic to topic and
Just went on
just
tangents.
kept going. Yeah.
You know
Daily life.
the guy I showed you, Simon Whistler from Casual Criminalist?
I remember because I watched our podcast, but I don't remember now.
You should totally watch it.
Oh, I haven't watched it. You sent the one he sent me the link
Yeah,
for, right?
I forgot what criminal it was about.
I forgot what we were talking about. But you looked it up and you sent it to me.
But
Hey, look it up again because I forgot. And now we can show our viewers.
Oh yeah, this time we can actually show them.
You
so
know,
if we ever get popular enough, shout out to Simon Whistler.
Yes.
Oh man, this is confusing. These arrow keys need to be in a separate space. This is
to quote my son.
Small.
To quote my son, bruh, it's a keyboard.
Today's episode is brought
Yeah,
to you
everyone's
by
bruh.
Surf.
Bruh.
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 Wait till your
Has
kids
he
start
called
saying
them
it.
Drea bruh yet?
Oh yeah.
How
Really?
does she feel?
No, he
Most parents are like, excuse me?
no, but William's a silly guy. Like he's a silly.
He's a jokester.
Yeah, he's a jokester. So he'll say bruh, like joking because it's like that kind of interaction that we're having with him at that moment. He'll be like bruh. I'm like bruh.
Do you feel like, is it funny for you? Because for me, like, I hear them, especially the smaller ones, they're little. And I'm just like, it doesn't work for you because you can tell, like, these, they're little kids. They don't, just a sponge just picking up off of the other kid,
Yeah.
especially the bigger kids, right? And obviously, it's just a trickling effect. Like, the bigger kid picked it up from their bigger sibling and the big, So then you hear these kids say it, and I'm just like,
No.
no. But then, like, I laugh because then, like, my niece or my nephew would be telling my sister, too, like, slay or any of those other words. And then, like, my sister would mess around. Or, like, they'll be like, Mom, you're fake. And so my sister would be like, you're fake. And then they're like, please don't say it. They're like, it doesn't come out of you right. And I'm like, but then I laugh because then I hear it too and I'm like, it doesn't come out of you right. Maybe you shouldn't say fake.
Have they said sus yet?
Oh, yeah. Man, they've been saying it.
William says sus all the time.
Yeah. And then, like, it's funny, though, too, because then you'll be like, yeah, man, that's so sus. And then I'm like, did I just use your damn language? I'm like, get away from me, guys. You're rubbing off on me.
Please stop.
I even stop myself. At work, my boss has teenage kids, too. And, like, she'll use it, and I look at her, and I laugh, and I'm like, did you just say sus? Or, like, she'll use that, too. And she's like, well, the kids use it. And I'm like, but the kids aren't right here right now. That's later. You know, we're the bigger adults. Like, we don't need to use that. Like,
Speaking of the word sus, I was at work and we had this meeting with these two FBI agents, literally FBI agents,
Oh,
that showed
yeah.
up, right,
Cool.
to talk to us about what's happening in the industry.
Are you sure they weren't hunters posing as FBI agents?
You never know.
Sorry,
That's
I've been watching Supernatural for 14 seasons now. I'm on the 15th season. I just started the 15th season. the other
So
night.
you've been binging it, kind of?
For the last like 2.5 months.
Oh, God.
3 months?
You say 14 seasons?
holy
There's 15
moly.
total. I just started the
Oh, you're
15th.
almost
So you're,
done.
you're there.
Yeah, I started. Yeah, I
Yeah.
started like three.
So is it
4
like
months ago.
watching One Piece?
It
Oh
yes,
my God.
yes,
You
because
know?
because it gets better as time progresses. So like the first season is like you can even tell like they use shitty ass cameras, and then second
You see
season
the
is slightly
difference in
better.
evolution
And then
and
yeah,
everything?
it, just in the cinematography alone, and it's just like, damn, that's a huge difference, like night and day.
I'm a sucker for sci-fi. I've been watching Doctor Who lately.
Oh, Andre and I
They're
started
like
that
on,
like months ago, but we
season
stopped.
They just
13
started
or
a new
something,
season.
right?
Yeah, I thought it was dead, and then I saw a new season come out. I'm like, okay.
And now it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
really?
new season. I see the ads for it.
Yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it. I thought it was pretty good. You can tell though,
It's a
just like
nerd
in
thing,
Supernatural, the
Yeah.
first season's like, I don't know about this show. The CGI is really, really bad. We're talking sci-fi level.
right, like Sci-Fi Channel level,
But they hook you in with the story.
like
and the
Sharknado
characters.
level.
If it wasn't for the story and the characters, though, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really kind of.
Do you go back? Okay, for you, Godzilla fan, right? Do you go back and watch the old ones and be like, oh my god?
Yes and
like
no.
the the
2000
graphics
isn't
and
too
the
bad.
you know.
Yes and no.
You know
Like
what's surprisingly still good? Starship Troopers.
it is.
Surprisingly still
Like
good.
I catch that every now and then. I'm like,
It's a,
damn, this was ahead of its time. Like this
it
was
really
good.
was.
What? And they made a Starship Troopers 2 and 3. I watched 3, and spoiler alert, Rico dies. But
Yeah, I've
like
been
the
Someone
disappointed.
didn't
the
watch
bugs,
it.
the
At
bugs
least he said
evolve.
spoiler.
The bugs evolve, and it's like it like gets dark.
It
in the
does.
third one, yeah.
I've been disappointed after one.
But that first one was freaking dope.
It was the first one's hands down really the
Yeah.
only one that exists in my
It just reminded me because then, like, you have people that are like, "Oh, I'm gonna watch Star Wars," and I always tell them, "No offense, don't watch it in order. Watch it the way it came out." Because most people want to watch it in order.
See, that's
but
why
I'm like,
I'm
if
not
you
sure.
do that, and especially you're looking at graphics, especially like little kids, for instance.
Mm.
Almost don't watch it in order because if you do, you're gonna go and start with episode 1, and you're gonna be like, and then you go to episode 4, and you're like,
the graphics are
no,
like
yeah,
worse. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
So I'm like,
that
it's
makes sense.
different times. They made them backwards. I was like, so to me, being a Star Wars fan, I'm like, no, just watch the original ones first. Then you could go to episode 1, 2, and 3. Then go in order. I was like, but to me, you need to start with the original ones they came out with.
Oh, anyway, the FBI guy used
Oh,
the
yeah.
word sus.
Sorry.
Oh my god! Again,
Yeah, I totally went
tangents.
off on a
Totally-
supernatural tangent there.
It just snapped
Yeah,
back. right
ADD
now.
thank you. I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember.
Sorry, ADD
Okay.
moment.
So we're
Dang, so you guys had like an interview with actual FBI agents.
Yeah, they're telling us what to watch out for.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I lost my original wedding band, and she knew what I liked.
Where?
It just went missing. I don't know how it came off my finger. I never take them off.
Yeah,
Ever.
I know you don't. That's all. Like,
Yeah,
I only take it off when I'm home with Andrea and put it on my nightstand. If I'm traveling for work, I don't take it off.
I shower with them. Everything. Never take them off.
Huh.
I've never seen you have it off. That's all.
Yeah, I just realized it wasn't there. I was like, something feels like it's missing. And
You
it was
wiped
gone.
and it went down.
I guess so. No, I checked.
That's really
it.
nice, though. It's really nice.
Yeah, I love. She loves me. I love my wife so much. I was like, this is perfect, and it's titanium, so it's not going
It's
anywhere.
You're gonna need
Yeah.
to check your wife next time.
Oh, that's
Oscar,
dope.
make sure you don't have his ring.
All right, hang on, let me check.
Lost it during fun time.
Possible, it's possible.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're not supposed to discuss that on
Sorry,
here.
totally.
No, she
Bad.
said it's okay if it's gay.
Which this is normal, guys. I
But I'm
apologize.
not
This is
gay.
the kind of friendship we have.
But I'm not gay.
But in the moment,
No.
Only on Fridays.
What is it? If you receive, you are. If you don't receive, you're not.
Oh my
You know,
god.
we're slapping labels on it. Let's just call it what it is.
Okay, wait. We're
Extended
getting off
fun-
the FBI thing.
So
we haven't
women-
finished it.
Sorry, okay,
That's
so
right,
back
that's
to
right.
FBI.
I'm so sorry. I like your ring. I really do.
And I realized I slapped the table, and that's probably going to be loud on the.
Oh, you can switch to
Sorry,
the other
sorry.
feed.
Oh,
And then switch
yeah,
it back.
okay,
You can go
yeah.
back and forth.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Anyway, this FBI guy used the word sus during the meetings several times.
Was he young?
Really?
He was probably in his mid-20s, I'm thinking.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so younger than you.
Yeah, but you're talking to a bunch of people who
In a
Professionals
professional
in the
environment.
sense.
Yeah.
exactly and
Suspicious is the actual word. Please use the entire word.
Oh, like-
you've got these older guys in their 40s and 50s, got the
They're like,
general
"Excuse me,
manager.
what does sus mean?
Yeah, you got the
Confusing
director
it.
of finance right here,
Yeah.
and all kinds of important people in this company.
Oh my god, I almost fell. I did fell.
one of
It's
the
okay. You did, on your shirt.
my coworker was like, honestly, he lost me after he said sus.
Oh, that's funny.
man. That's hilarious.
It's like, the only thing suspicious is the way he's talking.
I would have been like, I'm sorry, sir. Can we use the right word? Just, you know.
Suspicious.
Just in case you don't know what the word is.
Just finish it off for him as soon as you
Yeah.
hear it. Suspicious.
Words aren't that expensive, you know. They're pretty cheap to speak
To
out
use
loud.
It's like, we're not trying to save that much time, are we?
You're not being charged by the letter here, bro.
Yet.
We're like, look, bruh.
Bruh, the word suspicious, bruh. That's funny. No, on the drive home today, I was so happy and I was laughing, and then my dad mode snapped in. I was like, oh wait, I probably should tell him something about this. So we're driving home, and I always watch or listen to YouTube videos, whenever I'm driving, like almost always. And so I threw on a YouTube video of this guy who reviews cameras or whatever. And so what this guy does is he'll cut in clips of movies, right? And so he happened to cut in a clip of that black comedian. I forget his name. The guy who came on Hot Tub Time Machine. I forget his name.
Remember them? Oh, the chubby guy.
Yeah. He's kind of chubby,
I know
black
what you're
guy.
talking about.
Yeah, so it's a clip of him saying D's nuts. And William caught that. And he's like, he said it's nuts. I was like, I can't let that stand. No, he said D's nuts. That's right. Can you play it again? All right. So I rewind it because I'm like, this is funny. This is cool. And then so I played it again. And, he says D's nuts. What's his name?
Craig?
Yeah,
Craig Robinson?
Craig Robinson, that guy. Yeah. And so he was like, D's nuts. I'm like,
Oh,
oh
shoot.
shit, I can't.
That's inappropriate.
William, yeah. I was like,
You have to change your.
yeah, I was like, that's not appropriate to say, William. Don't. I mean, it's fine. You're saying it because you heard it, but don't say it at school because you get in trouble. Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. And he looked like really sad, like he did something. I'm like, you didn't do anything wrong. I'm
It
just letting
was
you know.
funny.
It was funny. I was laughing. You didn't do anything wrong, but
Just don't use
don't
it.
say it at school. You get in trouble, and don't say it. It's a very vulgar term. It's a very vulgar phrase. I told him.
Yeah, knows what vulgar means? I can't tell the kids that.
What you know? What that's something I've always done with William is I've never held back on the vocabulary, and if he doesn't know what a word means, he'll be like, "Oh, what does that mean?" And then I'll explain to him.
Oh, that's good that he asked.
And so then I'll and if also though, like on my end, if I feel like it's a word he doesn't know,
Uh-huh.
I'll explain it to him too. Like I'll use the word and I'll be like, "Do you know what it means?" He's like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, that vulgar means like offensive." In this case, if he asks me about vulgar, but it means like it's a bad word or like offensive. So
We got phones. We could show them pictures of stuff.
oh yeah,
Yeah, they just suck it right in.
Yep, these kids. I tell with them.
I
'Cause I'm like, do you understand? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, they didn't understand it then. They're like, yeah, I knew.
But you
And I'm
get-
like, I'm over here like trying to help them. Like,
They're like smiling
you know,
and
I'm
nodding.
trying to explain
It's
to
like,
them.
smile and nod.
Sure,
Smile and
smile
nod.
and nod.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'll try to
Smile
explain.
away, boys. Smile away.
Like, honestly, that's what it felt like. Because I'll try to explain to them, and then I'll be like, does it make sense? Like, you understand? And like, I'll tell them too, like, I want to know and I want to make sure you understand. If not, I'll try again, or, you know, ask someone else to try to see. I want you to understand. Well, no, I get it. And I'm like, he didn't get it. He didn't get it.
Oh, that's
It's
funny.
fine. He'll come back if he wants to know more.
I'll explain later.
My daughter was Valentine. She calls me dude sometimes. I'm like, it's not dude, it's dad or papa. She's like, okay, daddy dude.
At least she didn't say dude, dad.
but they get that from the Bluey episode. Doesn't she get that from the Bluey episode?
Probably.
Yeah, because there's a whole Bluey
I don't-
episode where
Did you
Bluey
see
and
the-
Bingo are calling
I'm
their
sorry.
parents dude.
Did you see the one they took off?
No.
Oh, what was wrong with it?
Apparently, you can find it on YouTube.
Oh, let's pull it up. Pull it up. Hold on. Time out. Here.
You know, it's funny. There was a lot of kid shows that I like. You know, and there's some of them I just can't. Like Peppa Pig, I just
Oh yeah.
cannot stand.
There's
But
these
Bluey
ones
is
that
done really well.
I've
Like,
I've
it's
never seen
entertaining.
that one,
You never
but
seen
I've
Peppa
heard
Pig?
of it, and no, the Blue.
Oh.
I've heard of it, and I hear good things. Actually, I have, but certain Ash likes the ones where I'm just like, this is why you're dumb, kid. Like I'm like, can we like even his mom and I were like, can you watch something better? Like these are just dumb little shows. I don't know if you've seen the ones they
Oh.
look like rabbits.
Yeah, or the one with the bugs.
Yeah, yeah.
on
They look like
Netflix?
little wormy things.
It's disgusting.
I'm like, this is.
It's not. There's.
Yeah, so we tell him all the time. We're like, oh, you can watch TV, but we're like, what do you want? No, we're like, don't watch that.
It's pure, just stupidity.
Yeah, I'm
There's
like,
no-
you're
there's-
dumbing yourself down. Go learn something.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
There's no major plot point. There's no lesson to be learned. There's nothing.
For what?
Yeah.
Peppa
There's no.
Pig?
No.
Peppa Pig has lessons and stuff.
Because I was telling him, I was like, you know, like Ash doesn't watch like Bluey or anything like that. But I've seen a few. I think he has. But I've seen a few where I'm like, that I'm fine with. But he'll watch like those worm ones, or like they look like
you've seen that on
rabbits, and I'm
Netflix?
like, I don't like. I like to me and his mom were like, they're just dumb.
Yeah.
And we're like, don't watch them. We've talked about. We're like, do we really want to watch it? Like, it looks like it's just gonna make them dumber.
Yeah.
Like instead of helping the kid learn and something.
I know, I'm
Like
getting
like
dumber
a
just
little bit
watching
more.
it.
Yeah. Like I was like, what is this? Like we've sat there to try to understand, and we're like, no, you can't watch this. Don't even. And he'll still try, and we're like, no, change it. Oh yeah. Can't watch this. You know,
If
and
you're
he'll
gonna
change it.
watch entertainment, it has. I mean, there's honestly no benefit to watching like a Marvel movie, but at least something that makes you think. You know,
Yeah.
you're watching the Robot Chicken.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say
of
you're
the
gonna be
kid
a
shows.
you know. Sometimes I'm like, I'm just gonna put Dora on so you can learn some Spanish at least. You know? Oh my god. Or the other one. I know they have what, Diego, but there's another one that they teach them another language. I think it's Chinese. Or am I thinking of something that's not even real?
So our next beer is Voodoo Ranger Juice Force
Hazy
IPA
and-
Hazy Imperial IPA.
Alright,
It
alright.
is also 9.5%
So,
alcohol by volume.
so some stouts are imperial, some IPAs are imperial. What is it? What does imperial mean exactly?
They're different.
So
Because I like it. I like the imperial stout from Stone, but I don't know what makes it imperial. What does that mean?
I
The first one, was it Imperial? I think it said Imperial.
don't remember.
The tropic one?
Yeah. It was in the bottom.
Oh, it might have.
I
didn't
think it
realize
just
that.
had Imperial IPA, which was a good one. Too. We liked that one.
I know
that one
IPA
was
means
good.
India Pale Ale.
India Pale Ale? Oh yeah.
And the original India Pale Ale was when the British Empire had an empire and would transport beer from England to India, but in transit it would be exposed to salt water because it was stored in barrels, wooden barrels,
And the salt would get
and the
onto
salt would
barrel.
and it would ferment further as it traveled to India, and then it had a different flavor once it arrived at India. So then that became the India Pale Ale. This doesn't have that aging effect on the seed, but it does have the hops and everything that I guess is the equivalent flavor to it. So there's that. Imperial beer is a style of beer.
Bolder and has more alcohol content and flavor intensity than other styles. The term imperial is used interchangeably with double and strong to refer to any style of beer brewed with an extra dose of grains or hops to produce a higher ABV, alcohol by volume.
Okay.
Okay.
So you maybe
We're gonna need bigger font for me, guys, if you're gonna try to make me read.
Alt,
you know it's
alt
starting
scroll
to get kind of blurry right now.
It is.
It was for
And
me
the
too. That's
lead
what
mouse, I
I'm
guess.
like.
Isn't gonna help.
I'm like, hold on, guys. I'm gonna go off beat for a moment. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Hey, watch the keyboard. Watch the
My
keyboard.
napkin.
It came out my nose.
Nice.
No offense, I really did have to get that close to see it good.
Joyce is fucking blind. So sorry.
But he's worse, and yet I can't see.
It's like I'm putting on my baby glasses at work to like not get a headache, and you guys literally cannot see.
I told Oscar, I was like, "You want to know how my?" I went to a totally different eye doctor this last time I got these ones, and I was like, I told him about the one time I came over. We were watching. You put on Prey, the like
Predator movie.
yeah, the
Oh.
prequel, right?
Yeah, prequel.
to the Predator movie, and we're sitting like way back here, and the TV's over here, right? And he's like reading, and I'm just like,
You can see that?
yeah. I was like, you can see that because I can't. So I told my doctor, I was like, I was with my friend. He has worse eyesight than me,
Yeah, I
and
do.
he was able to see, and he was reading it, and I couldn't. And they're like, oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna change it. And I was like, yeah, and don't get me wrong, I can see a lot better, but I am supposed to get new ones by now. But I can see better. It could be the alcohol, or it could just be I can't see that well.
Well, you do normally drink a lot of water, right?
Yes, I do.
So, I mean, I know when I'm dehydrated, my eyesight like gets worse. I've noticed in my older age.
You know, I can see that. I got that 64 ounce.
This and alcohol dehydrates.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, well, naturally, I would think, right?
Well, I just get dehydrated easier, so yeah.
Usually,
Okay, I
it's
can
easy.
see that. Because, like, don't get me wrong, I can see it, but not enough. Like, it's hard to focus.
Oh,
My
okay.
biggest thing with my eyesight is focusing.
That's where I'm at right now. Like I can see it. It's a little challenging to focus. Like
Yeah.
I can read it.
It
But
has
I'm
kind of
glad
a glow.
Nathan took over.
It has
Yeah.
kind of a glow around the letters, but I can make it out just fine.
I see more of a blur, but all right.
I'm sorry.
No, and then when I'm tired too, like if I don't get enough sleep, my vision is like blurry all day. Like if I'm tired.
Yeah.
What sucks though is when I go to drive though, it's difficult to read the signs.
Okay.
That's originally why besides the headache I had for like over a month, why I got glasses. Because I was like, I had a bad headache, and my mom was like, let's try it, see if you need glasses. Which I'm like, okay. And I told them too, like, one thing I can't see is signs when I'm driving at night. So I don't like to drive at night.
So it kind of tastes like orange juice or something,
It does,
right?
with a hint of like guava at the end or something.
Like grapefruit juice or what?
Grapefruit,
Is it?
yeah.
That's
Right?
it. That's it.
Tastes like grapefruit.
I was thinking, Mexican guava has that same
Because I was like
grapefruit
grapefruit,
taste.
or what do they call it? Ruby red oranges
Grapefruit, yeah.
or whatever they
Oh,
call
Oh,
it.
blood oranges?
Blood oranges. Yeah, I was like one of those.
It's good though. Like I like it.
My wife
I don't
brings
mind
it-
It's
brings
good.
them sometimes.
To me, the
Which
first one
one?
is still
the
my
blood
favorite.
oranges.
Oh,
I don't know where she gets those from. I think Wick actually.
Oh, nice.
Oh, cool.
Nice. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I forgot.
Sorry.
So about that band Bluey episode. From
Oh, yeah.
20
Yeah,
years
The
that's
ago.
bad
it.
blue one. We're gonna need to get better batteries.
It's just the camera though, right? They can still hear us. Can you guys still hear us?
Well, technically, yeah, because this part can still hear. It's just so they can still see because you have it on that, so they'll see.
Yeah, I
that.
switched it over. I figured
Yeah.
we'd just take a look at this. Americans can finally watch the band Bluey episode. So it
Yeah,
came
they said
back
so-
actually.
because they had banned it and took it off, and it was only in Australia. But then they said they had put it on YouTube or something. You can watch it that way. So like that, it's not for the kids in the sense,
No, now I'm gonna have to watch this one later.
right?
Technically speaking, it isn't new, right? Only available, not available on Disney Plus.
Yes, not on there.
Dad Baby.
Yes, it's about a dog dad being pregnant. You know how we had that
Oh.
that trans.
Oh,
That
they're
was-
kind of touching
they
on the
got-
subject a little
Exactly.
bit.
So they
Mm.
pulled it, which I got to like the conversation,
Oh, yeah.
like the conversation we had the last time.
It's Bluey's dad. He's pretending to be pregnant.
Yeah.
Oh, is that it though?
So-
But yeah, he like it's like playful. I thought it was fine.
So you watched it?
So you saw it.
I
I didn't. I
seeing-
never saw it. That's why I didn't see
remember
that
seeing
one.
a clip of it. It wasn't terrible.
Huh.
I didn't feel like it was terrible.
I'm like, as funny as it is, like, you know, he's not watching Bluey, but he likes to sit there. So as funny as it is,
So it's just a dad
the
pretending
kids
to be.
want to be like police officers. They really want to do SWAT, or they want to be a fireman, like both of them. Because I like to watch SWAT, that's on the TV, and I like to watch 911. That's firemen, police officers, and then obviously SWAT. You have your
Yeah,
SWAT
I
team.
remember watching these as a
You
kid.
know?
I'm like,
I love watching, yeah. And so they'll come and they'll see me watching. They're like, "Can I watch with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Wait, don't watch this." You know, like I try to catch it before, you know, but for the most part, it's not. At least I haven't seen that's bad. At least compared to like other stuff, other people have let them watch. Where I'm like, yeah, they shouldn't be watching that. You know, like I'm like, they're little.
Honestly,
Time out.
I watched that bug show on Netflix, and I'm like, yeah, we have to change this immediately.
I'm like, to me, it's better than Netflix. At least they're like being open minded in the sense of what they would want to do.
And then they can just ask questions. I'm
Mhm.
there to answer them.
Yeah, and that's why too. They're like, oh well, what's this? What happened there? Like there was an episode on 911, and it was a fire,
It should be back up.
and it was a fire that had happened, and it was a fire you couldn't see. It's the white flame, is what they call it, if I remember correctly. Which apparently this has happened too, like in racing, like car racing. There was a fire that had happened, I think more than once, and even they're like, "Oh my god, I'm on fire!" And you see them, but you don't see a fire, and it's called the white flame because you can't see it unless you have like the other one where you can change the the
Infrared.
yeah, kind of like that, and then you'll see the fire. So they had to use a different extinguisher and all that to kind of break it down. Which luckily at the racetrack they had it because of the oils they
It's
use.
scary.
Yeah, and it was one of those scenes that somebody was starting a fire like that, and they did it. So the firemen were on fire and didn't know that there was a fire
So to
until
the naked
one of
eye,
them, into the naked eye, and then one of them was like, "Wait, it's one of those fires. No, back up." And so they were like, "What's that?" And I was like, "I didn't even know for the first time." I was like, "Whoa, that's a different fire. I didn't know there was a fire you can't see."
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, to me, I'm like, at least they're learning something here. They're like, "Oh, well, what's that?" And I want to be a fireman. I want to be a police officer. I'm like, well, you know, I think they're good things
yeah.
compared to the worms that they're watching on that cartoon. That's like, what is this?
I'm telling you,
Or the
it's
bunny
the
where I'm
robot
like-
chicken of child shows.
Yeah.
Just pure nonsense.
They're like on Netflix, right? Yeah, because usually it's this little worm that's like for kids because we let him only watch the kid one,
Mm-hmm.
and then this other one that's like they look like bunnies, and I'm like, I don't know what it is. To me, it's just dumb, and I
Is it
feel like
rabbits?
it's kind of breaking them back down instead of teaching them something, or
Yeah.
at least being funny.
Yeah. You know, remember as a kid, besides Ren and Stimpy and all those stupid
You
shows.
forget we're older.
No.
I know.
Come on, technically he's even older than me, so I don't know.
But did
if
you
it's the
guys?
same
Did you
episode.
see Ren and Stimpy and stuff?
I know what it is.
I saw
And
Ren
that's
and
only
Stimpy when I was
because
a
I
little
watched-
older. Because I'm a
Yeah.
little older.
Oh,
than
okay.
you
So
guys,
what? But what about the Batman and
The
other-
90s ones? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. Okay. So those are the shows I'm getting to. Right. I remember as a kid watching those, and like there's an overall theme behind
Yeah.
it. There's something going on you don't know yet. There's a mystery going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is what I want my kids to watch because I watched it. I loved it. I'm sitting there thinking, "Oh man, what is he gonna find out? What's
What's
going
gonna happen
on?"
next? Yeah.
Like, "Oh man, he's in trouble. He needs
Uh-huh.
help." You know?
I like that how they were fighting the bully. They were fighting the,
Yeah.
you know, that it taught them that don't be a bully.
And-
you know?
And the concepts in the shows were simple and just easily digestible for the kids. You know what I mean? At least
Come on,
looking
I
back.
understood. I don't understand a lot.
Yeah. But I look
Yeah.
at some of the shows they have. Bluey's honestly a shining example of what a good kid show could be.
That yeah, I love me some Bluey. I look to Bandit. You know, whenever I have a question in my fatherhood parental skills, I'm like
Oh, you go to his dad?
WWBD. What would Bandit do?
Yeah. And you're like, man, Bandit's the dad I want to be. He's so patient.
Yeah,
Like, goes.
and he like goes. He goes with it. He goes with everything the kids want to do.
Yeah.
And it's very relatable because they do show that there are sometimes that the parents, more Bandit than Chili, but Chili's more she goes with it less than Bandit. Bandit's like more like into it,
Yeah.
but like they still show where Bandit's like, he's still an adult. He's got to work. He's got like adult thoughts going through his head. They have that Chinese when I don't know if you guys have seen that episode where they're outside the Chinese restaurant and all the kids,
with the
kid
water.
with the water,
Yeah.
and he's like, no, we're waiting for the food. We're gonna go. Da, da, da. Like everything's like so like very adult. Like I can totally relate.
Yeah.
And then
And I was just gonna say that, like, do you see? Because to me, it's like he technically is playing how dads are,
Yes.
where like the mom is playing how mom. Like, time out, guys. Let's, they're more like, hold on, maybe we should,
Yeah.
do this. Like,
be safer, do this or do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the different kind of ways that mom and dad's kind of playing it. To me, where moms are more like they're gonna think things through. They're gonna make it more safe. Obviously, it's about where dads are gonna be like, "Let's go, I'm down."
Yeah.
Let's try it.
It's happened to me where I'm like, no, guys, I'm not in the mood. I see them playing, I break down. I'm like, all right, let's play.
Let's go. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. We're all like, like the kids. They're like, "Oh, let's play volleyball," and I'm like, "I'm just
Tired. Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
That's
hit
the
it to
big
me.
thing.
or I'll be from back here. Now you're doing it. Okay, so you gotta get it.
And then you get into it. Yeah. So it's funny because there's that Bluey episode where the Bandit's like, no, let's do blah blah, and then he reads a fortune cookie that is, I can't remember what the fortune cookie says, but essentially the gist of it is essentially you only live once.
Live in the moment.
Yeah, live in the moment type of thing or something. And so he's like, the kids are like, well, what does that mean? He's like, that means it's shower time. Or, go play with the water, whatever. But and then the credit to the mom. I remember like when you mentioned the mom, how like mom thinks through and stuff. There's another episode where they go to the pool, and Bandit's in charge of taking the kids, and so he takes the kids, and they're like
half the stuff he needs.
yeah,
that would be me, bro.
yeah, exactly.
I was supposed to take that.
And so he's like through the episodes, they're like, oh, did you bring this? He's like, oh no, like sunblock. No, I didn't bring sunblock. Okay, we're gonna have to stay in the shade. And the shades end up being like this big. And I'm like,
that sounds about right. And when we're at the pool,
If you move really
Anybody
fast,
has
you can
sunblocks?
escape the sun.
and that reminds me of like something that creeps into my mind every now and then is a little dark, but like I wonder what like how life would be without my wife, because she does
the balance of the two.
yeah. She does a lot of the creative stuff. Like right now she's like going all out on this we have a potluck on
potluck you guys
Sunday
have. Yeah, you see
for
it.
Williams baseball team. That's gonna be like they got this Nerf thing. We paid $30 for it, whatever, blah blah.
Like,
and
what
it's
if you
potluck.
were a single dad? Would this be happening right now?
I would make rice, and then I'd get sweet bread from my dad's bakery.
I'm not gonna
and that's
lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Mac
I'd
and
be like,
cheese?
call my
100
sister. Help me.
it. Mac and cheese, 1,000 times better. Like the kids
Oh,
will enjoy it,
definitely.
the parents will enjoy it. Like it's like all around, like
Especially
win-win.
the
Especially because it's that one, man. Oh my
Well,
god, that was good.
No, and then she's making fucking two. She's making Yasmin's chile verde
Yeah.
mac and cheese, which is I love.
Jealous
It's
is my favorite.
my favorite.
My
I
favorite.
love it with
And
the
I'm
roast
dying.
your sister makes.
And I'm dying. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah.
The roast with the basil leaves in it.
Oh, I don't think I've had her
Oh,
her
man.
sister's roast.
What has
So-
she made for the parties? It's whatever we've had for the parties.
She's a couple times, but I don't know if
We've had to have.
Look, point is, you guys
we eat
just
everything.
we just gotta make it for you. Is what we gotta
Yes.
do.
Okay.
Yes.
Because you put it all in, you let it do it cooks
Next
itself, man.
Yeah,
put some basil leaves
next
in
Friday we can start celebrating my birthday weekend.
Let's
I
do
can't.
it.
We'll include
I
the girls
can't.
in that video. It'll be a special.
You can't.
The one weekend I can't. I mean, the one Friday I can't. Dad bought me tickets already to go watch basketball.
Okay, so we do it the next Friday.
Could we do it? No, well, could we do it Saturday? Or I guess free Saturday night.
I would have to ask my
Well,
I have to ask
social
you 'cause
calendar
I'm not
manager.
sure.
So okay, so
But yes, other than that,
put the brakes on. Hang on. So
because
next-
I already planned my weekend towards you. It was just Friday.
Next
Just to let you
weekend
know.
is my birthday weekend.
Yes, of
My actual
course.
birthday is Monday.
Yes.
So we could have a little get
Not
together.
this Monday.
No, next Monday.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, that's too
Memorial
soon.
weekend. Memorial
Yes,
weekend.
yes,
Yeah.
okay.
So if we did Saturday, we can invite everyone. We could record our show on Saturday instead of Friday. Maybe we could have them chime in on little
Oh,
segments
they're
here
walking
and
by
there.
and saying we're nuts.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Oh, we're nuts? No, I'm not nuts, but I got these nuts.
Oh, where's Willie?
I'm reaching.
But I
new
got-
heights.
Wait, William.
I say it. Go ahead, buddy. Can I?
Say these nuts. Say these nuts. These nuts.
Yeah, watch his mom be like, "What did you just say?"
Yeah.
She's gonna be like, "Are you serious?"
Mommy just went Super Saiyan.
Oh,
Totally worth it, William.
it would be. Like, it would be. You know what? You deserve some money here, buddy.
Go put it in your piggy bank.
Oh man. Yep. Always worth it.
Yeah. Totally.
Oh, man. What were we talking about? That? Oh, the Bluey episode.
Yeah, Jen Blue episode. No, yeah, but yeah, that Bluey, yeah, that Bluey's good. Good cartoon. It's a great It's a great cartoon.
It seems like it is.
It is. They
I didn't
keep
mind
it within a
watching it.
good like line. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? They don't really cross over it too much.
Apparently, just this one time that some people didn't like.
A lot
I
of
would
those.
have to watch it to judge for myself.
I've never seen that
but
one.
based
'Cause
on
I
what
was, he would play and I walk and I'm like, and I'll sit there for a bit. Oh, okay, I like this. I like cartoons.
Dude, I'll tell you guys this: a lot of the Bluey episodes like make me get water eyed.
Yeah.
A
That's
lot
when you
of them.
started getting your emotions.
You know that.
No, before Bluey, but Bluey's
Oh,
like
okay.
on point. Like there was,
Is that when you're like
You remember that?
clouding with chance?
Get back in.
Get it back
Get
in
back
there.
You remember,
You're like, I'm good.
remember that episode where he was looking at the leaf at the end of it,
Yeah.
Okay, I haven't seen that.
and I was just like, I could, you just like you take a moment to just appreciate the most random things.
That's when he was born. He was like born yesterday, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
And he's looking at the lead. Yeah.
Yeah, because he found a new point of view to appreciate.
New perspective.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I you kind of like you're on your way home and it's a long drive and you just like have an epiphany.
Right.
You know? That,
Yeah.
Damn stupid
Like, I don't
relatable
have-
show.
I don't have long drives though.
Yeah.
Thank God I don't have long. I'm sorry for you guys. No offense.
No,
it's
fine.
only an hour and 20 minutes. It's not
Yeah,
too bad.
yeah.
To quote my absolute, and this is totally sincere, absolute least favorite quote is what it is. I hate that. I hate that quote. I hate that line.
It is what it is.
But it applies here. It applies. But yeah, no, like there's so there's that episode where he's looking at the thing, but there's a new episode that came out, and it got to me, and like, so this is one of those like things that gets to me, like that you would never have gotten to me back in my 20s. I'm thinking about it. I'm like,
I'm okay, guys.
so
I don't take Viagra. What?
so the episode centers around them moving out of their house, selling their house.
that episode.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
And then I guess the couple, I didn't see where the couple made an offer or the couple purchased it, but I remember seeing where the couple was looking through a telescope and they find another house and they're like, oh no, what do we do? And so they end up wanting to get that other house because it has a pool. Then it cuts to abandoned, it's all quiet, like silent, right? It's like silent movie, like for added effect. And he gets a phone call. Oh, and that's the same episode where I think Chili's sister gets married or someone gets married at their house.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, and they
sounds
want
right.
they want to take down the thing.
And they have-
No, it's Frisky and Bandit's brother. They and then
They have an argument or something.
yeah, like she's like, oh, I don't know if there's gonna be a marriage after all or something.
Yeah.
Like it's on the verge. So anyways, long story short, Bandit gets a phone call. And he's like, yeah. And they're about to pull out of the driveway and leave forever to their new home, wherever they're moving to. Hangs up his phone. goes and takes out the for sale sign in front of his house. I'm like,
So many memories of that house.
right? And it's like I've never gone through that, but I can totally relate to that. Like, and then after
the
that,
house your kids grow up.
yeah, and then after that, they go back into the house and they have like dinner on a box because all their furniture is out of the house.
I'm like, I get it though, but at the same time, I also get moving.
Having moved so many times, I think
Yeah.
I'm good. I don't really want to do it again.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want your kids to go through.
Yeah,
I'm like,
as humans, we build ties to where we grew up in or where we live.
We
Like,
are
yeah.
largely emotional creatures.
Yeah, we are.
The one thing, like, I'm like, we did move a lot, especially growing up. Like, I lived in different cities. But the one thing I did appreciate that my mom did, she never changed our schools, even
That's
though
cool.
we were
That's tough.
in different areas. She's
That's
like,
tough, but that's cool.
yeah, that's the one thing I appreciated, and I know that's what I'm like I said. Like I think back and I'm like, damn, this woman did this, knowing we moved cities away, so that meant we had to wake up earlier to get our butts to school on time because like we're punctual people. Like my mom raised us to be on, being to work on time is being to work early. Not on time.
But how is she though? Is she also the same way as you?
Yeah, no, she's very punctual. My mom's like very. She's like, oh, you haven't seen my mom. She's very.
No,
You met her.
I've met
You've
her.
never like.
So I've met
seen
her.
Seen her.
I've met her at your house once, and
Yeah.
then at the party. But no, I was talking about Lorraine.
No, I'm talking about my mom. Like seeing how she is.
No, but
Lorraine's not punctual at all.
yeah,
honestly,
see, that's where I'm at.
honestly, I'm the punctual one because we were raised different. Like she wasn't raised to be punctual. She wasn't raised to be like, nah, like you got shit to do, let's do it.
So she
Like,
follows quote Mexican time.
Yeah, exactly. Like Mexican time is like
Okay,
fucking 5 hours later.
The correct term is CP time, and that covers everyone who's not your complexion.
But I'm not.
But they call.
But my
it
mom's
that.
closer
Okay.
to you.
I'm just
My mom's
saying.
closer to you than
Does
I am.
everyone know what CP stands for?
No, what does that stand for?
Colored people time. I'm colored.
But I'm
You're colored. Exactly.
But I go by.
He's not.
But I go by his time.
You do. And I'm
You
so
know
grateful.
that.
I'm so grateful
Right.
for you and you for being punctual. God bless my wife. I love her, but damn,
She's
we're
not.
always late
She's not.
because
one time, where were we going? I don't remember where we were going. And I came, me being
As
me,
we all do.
punctual. I'm on time. We're gonna go. He's like, I'm sorry. She's still getting ready. Like 2 hours later, she comes out. She was so mad at me. I'm sorry. I was getting ready, and I'm like, 2 hours? You look the same. She was really. I'm like, I'm sorry. If you're gonna take 2 hours, I need you to look different.
Damn.
But I love the girls. But I'm too honest with them sometimes.
That's funny.
Like,
How was there no
she was
domestic
so
abuse?
like.
So that's a compliment and an insult at the same time. That means she always looks that good, but she always looks that good.
Bro, I'm like, you shouldn't take that long to look that good. 'Cause
You should look better.
exactly like that at the same time.
Well, how do you think it takes? How long do you think it takes to look that good normally? Yeah, that's why.
I'm like, I wake up like this, guys. Wait, yeah.
All right, one more beer. What do you guys want?
Wait, I'm still
Really?
like 3 chugs. You're good. We'll bring one.
I'm good. I need like 4 more large swallows.
That's what she said. Oh, I had a video I sent you guys on no, I sent the group on. We gotta play it on Instagram.
We still have to play this one. Come on, we still need to play Bluey.
You guys want something like an 8 to 5?
Yeah, we can do 8 to 5.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Yeah. I got plenty of them. I figured that could be the backup, like, beer,
I know it's coming. I was like, don't buy anything. I'm gonna have to
No.
go again and find something.
I got another 12 pack plus the 2 or 3 that was left last time.
Nice.
And he's got
I
a
like
bunch of other
when
random shit in
we
there.
went to because I brought some before too, and I just leave. Oh, yeah, when we come again, we'll drink it.
Yeah.
But I liked when we went to the brewery, their brewery. Remember when we went camping?
Oh yeah.
And I remember
The
Firestone
Merlin
Brewery.
was
It's Firestone Brewery.
yeah, the Firestone. There you go.
They had
I was like
the-
fire something. I was gonna say Firewalker. That's what I was like, no, that's wrong. That's what I was like.
No, it is
brewery.
Firestone Walker Brewery is
Uh-huh.
the full name.
Okay, because I remember when we went and one of the beers I liked that was like the medium one because I was like, I don't like heavy, but I drink 805s. What do you guys have? And I remember it sounded like Ocean or something like that they had. And it was really good.
They have a lot of beers that are good. Yeah.
I just remember Merlin being pretty good, or whatever it was.
I remember it was what I oh.
Two
I
beers
like-
fit in your cup.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been wanting to go again, so we can go there.
You said you posted it.
Would it be you think our camping would be good for the kids?
Oh hell yeah!
Absolutely, at any age.
Are you good?
Well,
are
no,
you good
like,
to go camping?
so-
I wanna go camping for
So I've always wanted to, but there's certain things I do hesitate on in the sense where I'm like,
that is like 100%.
but like where we went, I think would be fine.
Kachuma, yeah, because
Yeah.
there's like
Yeah,
no
where
bears,
I
no
thought
mountain
it would
lions.
work.
And it
Yeah,
was close by that little place we went to.
So they
Los Olivos and
Los
Solvang.
Olivos.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh, it wasn't Solvang?
We
it
went
was
to Solvang
Solvang.
too.
Yes,
That's
Solvang.
where
Yeah, they're both there.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah. See, that would be perfect because they had little stores
Yeah.
and stuff.
That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I would love to take them,
100%.
and then
down
all
to
of
do
us
that.
together would be awesome
Yeah.
because the kids would have fun. It's not like they wouldn't.
Nathaniel,
You
please
think
finish yours. so I can-
Penelope is old
Yes.
enough?
Penelope.
Yeah. We just have to make sure we have enough diapers, wipes, and then
Yeah,
the
she's
cream
fine.
stuff.
She's fine.
But she can walk on her own just fine. And she's
so cute.
she's saying Papa now lately.
Oh.
Dude, did I tell you? I didn't tell you.
No.
So one day I was holding her, right? She clearly wants something. She's complaining. I'm like, "What do you need, baby?" And she's. I walk into the kitchen. She's still complaining. She's pointing, and I'm trying to like follow where she wants to go. I'm finally in the general area of what she wants. So what does she do? Slaps me in the face 2 times and points out what she wants.
Come on, stupid! It's right there.
I've been telling you how long.
I'm like, did she just slap me? Man, she really wants that leche. I got you, babe.
Have you guys seen that
Oh,
meme
man.
where it's like a mom and it's like some guy like that's like narrating it, and he's like, "Just so you know, you are your child's bitch. You are their what juice getting bitch, something bitch. Their fruit getting bitch, and like all the. And I'm like listening to it. I was like,
It's
yeah,
true though.
yeah.
It's
Just
man.
like you're your cat's bitch.
It kind of sounds like that Key and Peele episode. I
Mm.
said, "B."
Oh, those are my pictures.
Yeah, you said you posted some, so I went to look for it, but all I see is this delicious.
Oh,
yellow
no,
pepper.
That
go-
does look good.
Yeah, that's some good.
That
Good beer.
sexy
Go
bastard
to-
over there.
Oh, hey, who's that? That's our first episode.
us.
Jesse posted.
Jesse
Okay, go back.
Yeah,
love
Jesse.
Okay,
Thank
go
you, babe.
to messages. Down to messages.
Nothing. Oh, up there.
Cara de bolas. That's the group one that we have with.
Face of balls. You know, if you translate
Cara
it
de
literally
bolas.
in
Cara de
order,
bolas.
Face
Yeah,
of balls.
so
Yeah.
you
Face of balls.
I'm just imagining like balls on your chin.
That's your wife that named it, by the way.
Yeah, it was.
Cara de bolas.
Oh my
I
God.
mean, yeah, in Spanish it makes more
Almost-
sense, but you know,
almost
in
felt
English
that.
it's just like I'm imagining testicles hanging off your chin.
Yeah.
Like as your beard.
Yeah. A balchinian, as they would say.
Balchinian.
Men in
So it's
black.
not a butt
It's a
chin?
Balchinian.
Stretches it.
Hey, it stretches.
It's not a butt chin, it's
The
a
way
ball
he
chin.
flies afterwards
Yeah.
makes no sense.
Goes up into the ceiling, right? Like,
It's so
Oh
stupid.
my god.
yeah, those are good movies. But the Men in Black were pretty good movies.
They
Like,
were all of them were.
You gonna watch
enjoyable.
the new one? I want to watch the new one.
Is there no?
There's a new one. There's a
you're
new one coming
right.
out.
a new one coming out.
Yeah.
The last one that came out was with
No,
Chris Hemsworth.
a new one.
Really?
Yeah, that was the last one that came out.
There's
I
a
don't think I've seen that one.
there's
Oh,
a new one coming
it
out.
was funny. It was
this
good.
year.
I enjoyed it. Really?
You haven't seen the trailers?
No, I don't watch a lot of TV, to be honest with you.
I don't either. I watch it on Instagram.
I don't Instagram.
Bro.
Seriously, bro.
Bro.
I Reddit and Steam. That's about it, guys.
Okay.
And YouTube Shorts, and I have YouTube Premium, so I never see ads.
Okay.
'Cause I
makes sense,
hate
makes
ads
sense.
so
I'm like,
much.
I get it.
All right.
Yeah,
so
just random
so we're
shit
looking
pops
at
up
my.
on Instagram. And I'm like,
So
that
I
is-
said
you
no.
know, especially like IGN. I follow IGN. I follow like comic book.
Are we gonna watch
And
this?
all that,
This
so
not
they
safe for
post,
work
like,
one
different
real quick.
things.
Okay.
Not safe for work one that I sent you guys. This is what we talked about in our last last podcast.
I did see that.
You're going to a link. Okay, follow link. Let's go.
This guy, I love this guy.
Oh yeah, this is the one right here. Right here. There you go.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you. It's delicious. Clearly doesn't mean that. He's just trying to suck up to you.
Can you be nice, please?
Oh, it's fine. I get it. I don't like my sister's boyfriend either. And he can beat me at Madden too.
Wait, you know what? It's
Can't
right
beat me
here.
in Madden.
Yeah.
Maybe we can
Function
post
on the
it
right.
then. That sounds like it'd be fun.
Yeah. Over here. You're at 74%.
What was that?
Is
The
that
kid
okay?
is going on
He's
upstairs.
fine. He's working.
Is he hurt?
No, he's not.
He sounds hurt.
He's fine.
I'll go check on him.
I'll come.
Yeah, I bet you will.
Ryan. No, everyone sit down. Sit your butts down. No one check. Sit the fuck down. Oh, Jesus.
She's like, this is happening. No, these.
Dad, are you okay?
Oh my God, kids, he's working.
Not safe for work.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses for a second. Doesn't anybody fucking knock it?
I can totally relate to this fucking dad. Why can't I totally relate to this
That's my
dad?
job, and this is how I'm providing for you.
I'm this close doing that shit
I remember
myself.
you
Why?
explaining
You
this
make a lot of
earlier.
money doing this.
So are you trying to tell me you couldn't get a job, so now you're just a slut?
No, he's
I'm
not a slut.
Oh, thank you, African Rose.
This live right now?
This is live. We're live. Fuck.
Oh.
Oh, Eric's here for dinner?
I told you he was coming.
Don't you think you're moving a little fast? You don't think I know what you're trying to do, my daughter? Shit, this thing catches up to you. You guys like all the nice new shit you've been getting? PS5? Your Kia Soul? How do you think that thing's been getting paid for?
Kia
So you
Soul.
don't want to see how the sausage is made before you eat it.
You'll gladly sit down there and eat all the sausage. This is how the sausage gets made.
Yeah, Nathan will.
You show some
Nathan will eat
respect.
the
His
sausage.
asshole will never be the same
Oh, it's the flavor,
because of
right?
this,
Oh,
for what
nice.
he's doing for you guys.
Who's watching this?
A lot of fellas.
Oh, God, Dad!
Oh,
A
honey.
lot of
Mr.
fellas.
Hubbard, your penis is out. So, like, how much money does this actually make?
15,000?
Holy shit. 15,000?
15K. Not bad.
Ryan, turn this down for a second.
Help your father.
You listen to your father and turn it the fuck
turn
down.
it down.
Ooh, not up, not up. Trying to kill me? Now listen. You think this is something I want to do? Times are tough. I'm doing whatever I can to help. Put a roof over your head. I do this because I love you guys.
I think it's cool.
You do?
Yeah, man. Sex work is work. I respect it.
What the hell's sex work? Hookers? You think I'm a hooker? Oh yeah. We're gonna get the big house at the lake this year.
Big Lake.
Oh my God. What the hell? The big one?
The biggest one. Eric, you like water skiing? Or are you one of those wakeboard pussies?
I do both. I like water sports a lot.
Ah, shit!
Why don't we go downstairs and finish dinner? You'll join us?
I'll come.
I bet you will.
I bet you.
This sounds like no. Please stop. Don't say that. Have you seen his stand-up on Netflix? I think-
No, he has stand-up. This guy has stand-up on Netflix.
It might not be on Netflix, but he does.
What's his
have
family
stand-up.
like? Are they Christian?
Yeah, he's a
Dude.
comedian.
Yeah. I know he's a
Fucking
comedian.
freaks. Oh, shit.
He's got family members with Down syndrome apparently, and he just dude is fucking
Oh
hilarious.
my God.
This guy's funny. Like
Yeah,
if
it's
this
funny.
was his skit, like original skit, that's funny as hell, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, so like I've been sending. What is it? Not, I sent a bunch of crap earlier. Oh, let's see. Yeah, this is me with my friends, with you guys.
That's this is all of us with that. Oh, you're done.
No,
When you're
you
not
ain't
done. When you're not done. Yeah, that's
He's like, okay, I think it.
Like how we
Like,
don't
he's like, no. He's like, what the hell? Why are you putting nice in it? And then the other friend puts a beer in it.
Bitch.
Like, damn, I gotta drink it now.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
That sounds really good.
Oh, you can dance with this?
The song? Yeah, I listened to it. I recognize the song. It's
It's too little for me to know. Like.
No, it's probably like a sleeping sleeping song. No,
That's why I'm like, I need to know because some start like
I'm
that,
too
but they're
buzzed to
not.
think of the
you
artist
can't
right
think
now,
of it?
though, yeah. But it's a really good song.
oh, dude, I want one of these.
Yeah.
This is what you guys can get me for my birthday.
I was looking at it and I was like, what brand is this? Because that ice chest looks familiar.
Was it Float?
Yes.
Oh, I saw that too and I was like, oh my god, we need to do
You know what always bothers me? They line it up when you're
They're like
That's the older adult review. The father
No,
too.
no,
That's always been me. I'm a nerd.
they're like
Yeah.
rich entitled kids.
You know, you're like, hello, the man. So, lining up this way,
I
like,
think I got my credit score when it is my phone beers and they're like that.
damn it.
The shortest point between the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Damn it!
Right?
So you stack those motherfuckers. Stack them. Oh, what is this one? This one's funny too. Oh, okay. This one is just like sheer entertainment.
Viendo hasta Cuadrado para levantar la pelota. Viene Cuadrado, toca corto Cuadrado, dejó el Barrotas para Aguilar. Lo tiene Benito Aguilar, deja Barrotas intentando con Jackson Martínez. Vuelve a Abel Aguilar, toca atrás para James. Viene un rebote, viendo hasta Cuadrado para levantar la pelota. Cuadrado, toca corto Cuadrado, dejó Barrotas para Aguilar. Lo tiene Benito Aguilar, deja Barrotas intentando con Jackson Martínez. Vuelve a Abel Aguilar, toca atrás para James. Viene un rebote, viendo hasta Cuadrado para levantar la pelota.
You've never been to soccer games?
Yeah, tell me.
Bruh.
So this is the conversation. Yes, bruh. Let
Bruh,
me tell you,
bruh.
this conversation I was having. I was like, okay, hockey was the first thing I went to.
Mm-hmm.
I've had hockey. Then it was volleyball.
The whole
College
team? The
volleyball.
whole team?
Yeah.
You had the whole team?
We're not gonna talk about that. No, I was in high school.
So you did have the whole team then.
No,
I'm kidding.
So then, like, I've done volleyball.
Uh-huh.
I've done
Hockey, you said.
hockey.
Uh-huh.
I finally did
Those not all balls.
basketball. Yeah, it's all balls. I finally did NBA basketball. Literally, maybe like 4 years ago. And then I had finally did football.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I've never done women's basketball. I've never done soccer for anybody. Oh, I've done baseball. Baseball, I think, was the first one I ever did.
Okay.
And I'm like, I need soccer. Like I was telling one of the girls I work with that we're cool
Let's
with.
go.
And she's gone to a soccer game. She took one
Yeah.
of the other girls. And I'm like, I've never been to a soccer game. She's like, you've never been? I'm like, I've never been. She's like, okay, next time I get some tickets, I'm going to take you with me.
Dude,
I'm like, please, I've never been. Like, I want to go.
Let's go to LAFC. We'll tailgate. Or we can go to Galaxy. I don't like Galaxy. I don't know why I don't like Galaxy. Anyways, we go to Galaxy. Tailgate at the Dignity Health Pavilion. That's what the stadium's called. Or I prefer LAFC, which is adjacent to Coliseum.
Yeah.
It's the BMO Stadium now. We went there to one soccer game. It was fun as all get out, dude. It was a lot of fun.
I want to go. That's why next week I can't because I'll be for women's basketball.
On Friday.
Yeah.
So
And
let's
as
record
my
it.
anniversary gift, she got me tickets. Yeah.
Okay.
Even though it's like months away.
So let's schedule our podcast for Saturday.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
invite everyone over, have
Okay.
barbecue, drinks. I'll tell Andrea what I want for my birthday. And then have a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Kids
song.
and all.
Yeah.
The kids
Yeah,
love
kids
each other,
and all, I mean,
so
like, yeah.
Or we're gonna leave him.
we always talk about the kids and stuff, and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie. Out of all the kids, I will steal your son. And I don't like kids, but your son, I'm like, he's just he's the only one I want to steal.
Dominic?
He's adorable and he loves me too. And I'm like, who doesn't want to steal him?
Who's son?
Dominic.
Oh, Dominic?
Yeah,
my
I
son.
always
No,
wanna
he's
steal-
my son. We're
that's-
talking about
Oh,
this.
that's I'm like,
Oh
I
my-
laugh because I'm like, okay, I have 4 kids at home.
Yeah.
And you know, and I'm like, look, don't get me wrong. I love William. I love all 4. I'm not gonna say I don't. I'm like, I love all 3 of yours. Like, I love all the kids. Like, it's funny because I tell people I work and I tell everyone, I'm like, I don't have kids. I hate kids. And I tell the kids, I don't like kids. Like, I am not a kid person, but at the same time, I'm a kid person.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but then there's some kids where I'm like, I just want to take him home. He's adorable. And it's your son. I'm like, out of all of them, and I tell them too, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm going to steal him.
It's one of those situations where you kind of got those rose glasses on. You know, you only see the good side of
No, I see how troublesome. I'm like,
things. But he's so white and adorable, right?
You know, maybe it's the right privilege in him. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, but it is like I'm like my nephew. Sometimes I love the boy. At the end of the day, all 4 kids. Like I've told Oscar, and then you know, I'm like I love these kids. Like I don't like kids, but at the same time, I'm doing what I can for them. But I'm like, I don't want to, but there's no one else. You know what I mean? They don't have that dad in them.
Well, you
That's there
kinda
for them.
Found
So I'm
yourself
like-
in a place you didn't expect, really.
Yeah. But I'm like, I don't want it, but at the same time, I'm not fighting it where I'm like, I'll do it. And I'm like, you know, I have these kids and I like them. They drive me nuts. You know,
Oh,
sometimes
they
I want to
always
strangle
will.
them. I feel like I'm Homer and they're Bart, and I just want to, you know. And like I see yours, they're adorable at the same time. I know what little shits they can be. You know, Dominic, he's just as crazy as the 3 I have. Boys, at least. The girls are a little more calmer, obviously. But from
It
the 3
seems to
boys,
be.
he's just as bad as them. But I'm like, I still want to take you home compared to them. I'm like, you're just so adorable. Is it the white privilege? Now I gotta think back. He's just adorable. I'm like, and I tell her and tell me it's funny because like I'm like that person that will be like, yeah, your baby looks like you. I'm not gonna tell you your baby's cute if I don't think. I'm like Dominic's and I'm not gonna lie to you, Lorraine's agreeing with me. I'm like, Dominic's just adorable. Like, how do you not want to take him home? And she's like, no, he's adorable. I'm like, right? I'm like, that's the baby I want to steal. I'm like, I don't like kids. When I'm like him, I'm like, I don't care how much you are. I want to take you.
The chunkiest of cheeks.
He's just the cutest baby I've seen. And I'm like, I don't like babies.
You know, and he can be kind of aggressive, like when he goes to hug.
But I see, and to me, I'm used to it because I got 3 boys
Well,
at home.
he's a boy because I
Yeah.
try not to be, but me myself, I'm aggressive. I
Yeah.
pick them up and I squeeze them super tight. They're like,
Yeah, and that's something we laugh about because I tell her too. I'm like, you think like heterosexuals kissing, then you think about lesbians
No.
kissing,
I
and then you think
I
about
give my baby boy kisses.
and then you
goodnight.
think no, like just in general, and then you think about 2 men kissing. The difference that a lot of people say is like when you have a heterosexual couple, it's more aggressive than it's 2 women's. Even if the girl's not into girls, but she kisses a girl, the girls is more sensual, it's softer. It's not as
Yeah.
aggressive, like we just said. With boys, you're
At least the
aggressive, right?
porn, anyway. Just kidding.
In general, it's softer.
Yeah, I can see that.
Well, that's how I'm
Well,
like,
because
yeah.
women in general are
Yeah, they're
soft,
soft.
regardless of what spectrum of sexuality you are.
Exactly. And I'm not disagreeing with you. That's how I'm like, just like you said, he's aggressive. But I'm like, yeah, I have 1 girl, 3 boys. The 3 boys are aggressive as fuck, where the girls are softer. And I'm like, you know, there's these 3 boys are aggressive, but I still want to take yours home because he's just adorable. I'm like, but we were talking about how is it white privilege? I'm like, I don't know what it is. When it comes to
No.
Dominic, he's just adorable. Like I just want to steal him. You know?
I'm
I'm like, I'll trade these 3 kids, the 3 boys. I'll
You-
keep the girl. She's calmer, like I said. And I'm gonna take yours.
I don't want to take all the credit, but even with my baby boy, it's all hugs and kisses.
Yeah, he's just.
He comes up to me, he
adorable.
squishes my face, and he gives me a kiss on the lips.
I
they're
love
like
Dominic.
a little ray of sunshine, right?
He is.
Dominic.
Even though he's a little ray of sunshine with a little bit.
when I was young, I always knew I wanted to be a dad. I always wanted to be a dad.
I never did.
No?
Dad, mom, whatever you want to consider me.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, like I don't like kids. As weird as it sounds coming out of me, I don't like kids.
I remember just,
but I love kids. Like I'm not a kid person.
She didn't want to hold William when he was a baby. She was terrified.
I'm still terrified.
We forced her to hold him, and she's like,
no, the same thing.
super stiff.
Sometimes
Yeah.
Dominic. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yasmin or Chuck,
Yeah.
here, hold him. I'm like,
oh,
I'm like,
jeez.
someone grab him. I can't. Like,
But
I'm
once
like,
they get a little bit older and they're a little more robust, she's like, yeah, let's go play.
yeah.
Well, after the first kid, you get the experience. You're not
Yeah.
scared of things that aren't really as important as you thought they might have been. Like the soft spot on
But
the back
I
of
wonder
the
if
head.
the difference is like it was your kid. It was his
No,
kid.
that
Or
definitely
technically at
plays-
the end of the day, they're not my kids. But at the same time, they're not my kids. But like my sister and I, we're talking about this. My sister has 2 kids, 1 boy, 1 girl. But we laugh because they're like, she's like, I didn't have kids. I had your kids. Like she had my kids for me, because her kids are me.
6 years.
Where I'm like, I never had kids. I didn't experience that bond that a lot of people experience. But at the same time, like,
But you're putting the
they're not
effort.
my kids, but I'll do anything for them. I know I would do more for these kids than their own fathers, which sucks. But
Well, to me, it sounds like you're putting the effort in, right?
yeah, I try. I'm like, like I was telling Oscar, I'm like, as much as bad as they might sound, like I'm like, I don't have kids, guys. Like I'm like, I don't have kids, but I'm like, I'll do whatever I can for these kids. And they're like, I need this. Let me see what I can do. If I can't, hey, you think you can? Like they need shoes, they need pants, they need whatever it is. I know I can't do it. Like who can do it? You know what I mean?
No, I guess
I'm like, it's a different situation because they're your kids, so you're putting that effort. You guys are not bad dads, and I know that. That's why,
I definitely have my
respect
moments.
The guys, you guys are. I'm like, are you the perfect dad? Who is?
No one is.
No one is, and that's what I think. Like at the end of the day, like I think back, I look at my dad, I look at my mom. At the end of the day, I respect my mom more than my dad, but because I know my mom put more effort. But at the same time, I know I'm my dad. And how he is. We have very similar personalities, if that makes sense.
I always see there's kind of a mistake that's made by parents is like they're always expecting to meet the standard that their parents set, that they last remember at least. And you got to remember, you are just starting that journey. You're not going to be a good parent at first. You have a lot to learn.
I'm not a parent. Don't throw me.
No,
and I think that's the
know.
other thing I fight too, because I'm like, I tell people. Like at work, like I tell my bosses too, and they understand me too. Where I'm like, I'm not a parent, but they're like, Joyce, you're a parent, because I'll be like, I need to go. Like for instance, today, what happened with the whole incident at school, where I was like, they already know. Where I was like, okay,
100%. You're a parent,
I'm not
Joyce.
the mom. Obviously,
But you are the
mom's
father figure.
But I was like, can I go? He just got hurt at school. Like his arm, something's wrong. I need to go. And they're like, yeah, no problem. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Even if you don't label it a parent, you are at the very least a role model.
Father figure. You are the father figure, not just a role model, but to identify it more succinctly. You're a father figure to the children, to Jace and Ash. Yes, absolutely.
Well, not just them. Zyla and Dalen too.
There.
Don't get me wrong. They have their dads, but at the same time,
you're more
they look up to me.
Yeah, you're more involved in their
and
life.
I know they do. Yeah,
their dad.
exactly.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's really up to you to decide what level you want to take that.
Don't want that level. But yeah, that's it too. Like it was funny because I was telling Rain, like since I'm the closest one, I went to pick Jace up just to see how bad the situation was.
There's a reason why they call it baggage. You gotta take it with the baggage.
No, you're not wrong. I didn't think that situation through very well.
But this is what my mom always told me. It's like, look, if you end up with a girl with kids, just know you're taking the kids with you.
And that's the funny thing, because that's something she never told me, like my mom didn't tell me, because at the same time, like again, my mom knows me. I don't like kids. As big as a kid as I am, I don't like kids.
Cheers, my friend.
You know?
I'm drinking by myself here.
As much as I love these kids, I'm not a kid person.
I'm enjoying the
You know?
conversation so much. I don't want to go pee.
Exactly.
Go ahead, go pee. I'll put pause on this.
Time out.
On this thing.
Time out.
Oh, yeah.
We're going like this, or we're going?
Okay, we can't talk until anything comes
Did
back.
you pause it?
Yeah.
No, it's still recording, but
Well, let me
pause.
just say one more thing. You know,
Okay.
to be honest, when you said podcast, it was, it's going to be public, stuff like that. I get nervous really quickly. I get social anxiety.
I think we are not sociable except for Oscar. No offense, Oscar. At
That-
the end of the
that what?
day,
That we're all what?
antisocial.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
In the level, he's the worst. And then it's me. Then it's you.
Yeah,
You're the
I'm-
best with people compared
Yeah.
to the rest of them.
Yeah, I guess. I'll yes, I'll agree
I'm
with
just
that.
lovable by accident.
You are lovable.
You know what?
But
we don't choose who we are.
You
Greatness
know.
is thrust upon us. So greatness was thrust upon you, Joyce.
I could thrust greatness
you.
upon you.
I can
I'm a
thrust
good
greatness
thruster.
upon anyone.
Before we got sidetracked, I just
Again.
No, but I'm really glad you guys are doing this with me.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys. I'm like dragging you guys with me, but
No.
I want this to be like something that we do together.
Well, that's what I'm trying to say is, I feel like relative to me, I put myself out there in a way I'm not usually comfortable with.
Same. I'm a very private person.
Yeah, I'm used to sitting behind my computer and chatting with a friend at most.
They don't even know what you look like.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? So I had second thoughts about sharing the link with the group. With the group.
when you send it to, I was just like,
These
I
judgmental
legit,
But I'm like,
obviously
I'm
Lorraine.
like, fuck it.
No, and so Lorraine wasn't in the group. She's the only
Oh,
one
she's
not
not?
in it.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
and I told her though, she's right next to me, and I told her about it, and I was just like, "So we're going this far, all right?" I didn't know we were.
Yeah,
like I
mean-
told her straight up, I'm gonna have to talk to Oscar. I didn't know we were sharing it with the wives.
I mean, it's
But, I guess
public. It's public. Period. So I was
Yeah,
like,
either way, it's
okay.
fine.
Anyone who
So-
has that link. Yeah.
So it's funny. So obviously, like I said, you send it to us, and again, she's not the one in it, and she's like, "Oh, I already found it. I'm gonna watch it." I'm like, "You're gonna watch it?"
oh,
Let me go for a walk. Let me go for a walk. I'll be back. Let me know when you're done. I'll be
And then
back
she's
when
like,
I'm done.
"Wait, what?" And I was like,
I'm
I'm not surprised. Obviously, I know you would find it, but I'm like, I didn't think this through fully. But I'm at the same time, I'm like, okay.
putting too much weight on something that
Again, like,
that's the usual
Being
situation.
a very private person, like I'm open if I'm comfortable with you,
And this is
and
just
to an extent.
so yeah, and that's what I wanted this to be.
Yeah.
It's just a conversation amongst friends, but I wanted to help other people that are
Yeah,
like
they're not the only one.
Yeah, they're not the only ones. They're probably going through the same shit.
We're all just
We're-
people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is my fucking mantra for the my life.
At the end of the day, we all have our own opinions, what we think. It doesn't mean it's bad. It doesn't mean it's
Right,
wrong.
exactly.
It doesn't mean it's right.
And you don't have to agree.
Ever since
Exactly.
ever since I started traveling for work, that's become my mantra. We're all just people. All I see when I
Going to
travel,
different countries,
travel
right?
to China, Bangladesh, India, Indonesia,
Mhm.
Cambodia, it's just people trying to
And I
make a
felt the same
fucking
way.
living.
Jamaica, Italy. I'm like, different countries.
But
I'm
people are
like,
just
our
all it is
our own
people trying to make a
homeland,
living.
Just south of the border.
Yeah, it's just
it's
people trying to
different.
make a living. That's all it is.
I'm gonna go empty my bladder.
All right,
yeah,
all right.
yeah. Before you, there was a. So I watch K dramas, and so does Lorraine. We watch them together, and we've been watching. What is it called? Queen of Tears, and the kids. They'll obviously. They'll watch what we are watching. They'll come out and be like, "Oh, what are you watching?" And they get all into it, and it's funny because they were like, "Oh, so what happened?" Because I'm like, it's like a novela. And they're like, so what happened? Like, what's going on? So I was like, oh, do you guys watch K-dramas? And obviously, he's like, they watch Squid Games and obviously Physical 100, which technically are like Korean shows. So I was like, no, like K-dramas are like the Korean novelas.
No, my Yasmin
Uh-huh.
watches those. Yeah.
Because even at work, we were talking about this. So a lot of the ladies we work with, they're like, fluent Spanish speakers and all that. And me and one of the other girls and one of the guys were talking about them. They're like, oh, yeah, the novelas, they're not the same. Or like, they're not. You need to go Korean. So we're like, you got to go K-drama. were like they're like novelas, but newer, so they're better. So they're like, oh, okay. So I was telling him, I was like, we're watching this one that's called Queens of Tears, and even the kids are like, oh, whoa, what happened? We're like, yeah, you know, she woke up from this thing and she don't remember, and he's like, you know, that's her husband, but she don't know that.
Oh man,
it's like a novella, but better.
But that's like the usual setting, right?
Uh-huh.
Amnesia or something like
Something, someone's dying, someone forgets
that. Somebody died 3 times.
Yeah. So we're talking about that too. We're like, it's funny because like one of the ladies, like she's like she grew up on novellas and she still watched them, and she's like, yeah, I don't watch novellas no more. They're no good. I'm like, watch K-dramas, try it. She's like, okay, I'm gonna have to. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, like
Now she's
it's different.
Oscar, my savior.
I was just talking about. I was like, "Are you making a sandwich again?" Because I don't eat salami, but whatever you made was fucking delicious to me the last time.
Salami.
Just telling him, I was like, I eat turkey and chicken and bologna, but whatever you made, I was able to eat.
All right, well, thank you everyone for watching this second episode of the Unconventional Man podcast. Any farewell words from my compatriots here?
Love those who love you.
Always.
And stay strong.
Stay strong. Peace out, guys. Thank you.
See you guys later.